One evening, a woman named Kisa Gotami came to Gautama Buddha, holding her dead baby in her arms. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Her clothes were dirty, and her voice trembled with pain. "Please, Master," she begged, "bring my baby back to life. You are a holy man. You can do miracles." The people around her looked away. Some whispered that she had lost her mind. But Buddha did not turn her away. He looked at her gently, stood up, and said something strange. "Yes, I can bring your child back. But first, you must do one thing for me." The woman's eyes lit up with hope. "Anything!" she shouted. Buddha said softly, "Go into the village, knock on every door. Ask each family for just one thing, a handful of mustard seeds. But there is one condition. The seeds must come from a home where no one has ever died." She didn't understand why, but she ran off quickly. She knocked on the first door and begged, "Please, just a little mustard seed. But has anyone ever died in your home?" The old woman at the door said, "Yes, my husband died last year." Kisa thanked her and moved to the next house. "Please, mustard seed. But has anyone died here?" A man nodded slowly. "We lost our son 2 months ago." All day, she went door to door. Every house gave her the same answer: a mother, a father, a child, a sister, a friend. Every home had tasted death. As the sun began to set, her feet were tired, her clothes were soaked in sweat, and the dead baby in her arms had grown cold and heavy. For the first time, she looked down at his face and saw the truth. She sat down under a tree, her hands shaking, her eyes filled again with tears. But this time, it was a different kind of crying. Not wild, not screaming, but quiet, accepting. The next morning, she returned to Buddha, but she no longer carried her child. Her eyes were still red, but her face was calm. "I understand now," she whispered. "No one lives forever. Death comes to every home. I am not alone in my pain." Buddha nodded. "Your child could not be saved," he said. "But today, you have saved yourself." She bowed before him and asked to become his follower. That day, Kisa Gotami began a new life. Not as a mother with a dead child, but as a woman reborn in wisdom. The story of Kisa Gotami spread across the land. People wept when they heard it. Her pain was every person's pain. Her lesson was deep and powerful. She showed the world that pain is real, but so is peace. And the path to peace begins with acceptance. Moral: pain comes to every home, but when we accept that life and death are part of the same journey, we find a strength that no storm can break.